Hey guys, Kev here, and this is going to have to be extremely fast. I know I say that all the time. How do I not? I don't have a knife on me? Not in my pocket anyway. What do I want to carry? What do I want to carry? What do I want to carry? I'll take, you know what? I'll carry the native file. This is stuff from QSP. So I got prototypes, and I got scales because we got replacement scales for Stout. So let's check it out. Seriously? Go. God damn it. The old box in a box trick. Hey, no China smell so far. Should be 8 prototypes, so I might not have time to. I literally have like 5 minutes. I might not have time. Oh yeah, to get through everything, but here they are. These are just extra scales, so yeah, nothing to worry about there. Excuse me. If you have a Stout and you want those scales, the copper ones, let me know. I might be able to help you out. Okay. These are Pony Stout prototypes, hopefully. Oily. So we did black G10, and I think we did blue micarta with the wire clip. Oh, look at that. Nice and thin. Interesting. That is a that's fucking weird. It's just kind of goofy to have a Pony Stout. Look at that. Liner lock, of course. Action. Center. Man, looks thinner. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That's nice and thin. That is nice thing. You still have the crown spine. Flat back here. 50-50 choil. Now it's obviously a little bit small. I don't know if it's smaller. The whole knife is obviously. I can kind of get a full grip back here. I can definitely get a full grip right here. And then boom. Spoon spin. It was weird at first. I was like, what am I? But if you're choked up, you go right here. And if you're choked back, you go here, right? I think in production, maybe we would add jimping right here. But I don't know if you'd need it because, you know. But anyway, you're laying right there for that and that. D10 on this one felt a little soft. Could just need break-in. I've been like extremely clear about wanting strong detents or stiffer detents than what we get. And it's a little frustrating when you still get prototypes that are not exactly snappy. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, yeah, you're going to have some man, that hologram is wicked. Seriously. Wicked. Yeah, these are good. These are good. Liner is almost proud. It's kind of goofy looking there. But, you know, and then you have good access. Nice snap to it. Look at that tip. Look how thin that is. I do think I still want a little more access. I want something here. Like, it's good. It's just not, I don't know. Maybe just jimp that. But I think I would want to cut it back just a little bit more. Yeah, it feels good. Man, this is a good size. Fires. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, let me try to find something different. And we got 8 of them this time because I was trying to be smart. Just have enough. So this is blackout. God. So you got blackwash blade. Interesting. That blackwash looks different than the blackwash on the... Like, this is more of a matte black wash, and this is like a shiny-ish black wash. Definitely prefer the matte look. So I don't know why they changed that, but it's something we can note. Black G10, oiled to sin, good action, fire, yeah, good detent. So far it was just that one that was a little bit off on the detent. Could just need to break in. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and assume this is the other black one, so I'm gonna hold off. I want to get through these if I can. Oh, okay. So here's the blue G10 with black wash. Oh, that looks good. Blue micarta, sorry. That looks good. Yeah, I think it's centered, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking on this coating. It does not look good. It looks like that. It looks like how the Kunwu prototypes showed up. I don't know if you guys remember that way back. The first stout prototypes from Kunwu look like that. It's like a nano. I think what it is yeah, that's what it is. They use a titanium nitride coating or whatever on their budget stuff, and then they use a actual DLC or whatever on their premium stuff. So that's why the coating looks different, is my guess. We'd have to get better steel or something. Probably some kind of argument for that. Anyway, here's the stone wash, dead centered. A little bit lighter on that D10 again. Good action. I mean, anyway, it's not like too light. It's fine. It's just my preference. Man, these are stupid thin, though. Like, in all dimensions. Like, nice and thin in the handle. We have a slight contour. At least that's what we asked for. I think there is one. It's hard for me to tell, honestly. But should be there. You can feel it. It's really comfortable in the hand. Man, that's nice. All right, let me just see what this last one detent wise is. I might just put this one in my pocket. Centered. Oh yeah, and they've all been like really good quality wise. I didn't check detent lash, but their budget stuff liner lock wise is usually more on point with that for some reason. Wonder if they went with smaller bearings. We didn't ask for that, but could have happened. Doubt it. Man. All right, let's just check the clip. Should be a T8. I gotta run. Should have the same clip spacing and everything as the full size. So should accept Lynch clips and everything. It's a little rough there. Oop. Sorry, this is really hard to do under the camera. Okay, it's in. Come on. Okay. Maybe this screw is longer. Yep. Okay. So I think they had to do it with one screw being longer because it's such a thin, yeah. Such a thin frame or whatever. Is this steel hardware? Which is okay on a budget knife, but it doesn't cost much, I don't think, to switch. If we wanted to switch it to tie. But there we go. Gonna carry that bad boy right now after I clean the shit out of this oil. Oh my god. I think the blue micarta looks good. So nice. All right, there we go. There are the Pony Stouts, guys. Let me know what you think down below. This is obviously a budget knife. I can already foresee a couple of changes just based off of what I found there. One thing I want to look at is blade to handle ratio. Yeah, blade to handle ratio looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks, I don't know why, to me it looks like the blade's a little short on open. I think it must just be a visual thing because I'm used to the full size one. You know what I mean? We did try to make the handle taller. So some feedback we felt on the full size was that the handle was too short this way and too thick this way. So we wanted to make it taller and thinner, and we did accomplish that here, and it feels fantastic in the hand, even better than the full size. Obviously at a smaller size range though. So anyway, there you go, guys. Thank you for checking it out. I'll do obviously a more in-depth video. I love you all. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you. All right, hey guys, it's been a couple hours, and yeah, I wanted to just give a little update. I've had these for a couple hours now, messed around with them a little bit, and actually had time to sit down. Earlier I was just running literally to go pick my kid up from daycare. She's just now trying to go to sleep. But yeah, so I'm really happy with these. You know, the only thing I didn't love off the bat was the black wash finish. Once you get all the oil off of there, it looks a lot better. It's still a little more shiny than I'd like, so we would probably try to tell them to make that more of a matte, if that's a, you know, something they can do in production. Lynch clips fit right off the bat, which is nice. Usually we end up having to do a redesign on the clip, but since they did the stout, you know, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the handle is a little bit taller. So if you look at the stout, you'll see the handle is just slightly, at least it should be. Looks like it, but let me just double check. So if we measure right here, we're getting 0.88, and this, where was that? Right under the 0.927. So just slightly wider, and the reason we did that, I knew we asked for it, I just wasn't sure if they did it. The reason we did that is because when we had the Kunwu prototypes of the full size, which again, we ended up choosing QSP because overall they just had a better, we thought, quality product and finished product compared to the other prototypes. And but the one thing we really liked about the Kunwu ones was they were a little bit taller and a little bit thinner. And I think because they were based off of our actual CAD file, where QSP kind of took our file and made it work to their specs, I think. So on this knife, you'll see it's about, if I get it right here, it's just over ½ an inch. I usually get 0.512 on that. And we wanted it to be a lot slimmer on the budget version. So this is at 0.44, 0.45, and then you have a very slight contour as well. So what that ends up resulting in is a little bit taller for comfort, a little bit thinner for comfort, and then that contouring as well for comfort. And I think it does a lot, honestly. And then because of the thinner scales, it makes the pinch grip a little more comfortable as well, because you don't have a lot of meat right here. That's not that comfortable. This feels fine, right? And then you take all of that and you add in blade stock, right? So you have a thinner blade stock. Now this is going to result in obviously a less drop shutty knife. But if we're talking about cutting performance and stuff like that, it's going to be better. We'll see here. Let me show you. 0.11, and this is going to be right around 0.14. So that's a difference. And then obviously size-wise, if we take the Pony and the full size is a 3.3 inch blade, 7.6, 7.7 overall. And there is the Pony. The Pony is going to be just under 3 inches of blade length. So We did that on purpose to get under that 3-inch rule for a lot of people. Right there. So you'll see it's sub 3 inches to the handle. Cutting edge is certainly well under 3 inches. It's not even at 2.75. It's somewhere between 2.5 and 2.75 cutting edge. And then if you look at close to 3 inches to the handle, and then let's see, right about there, you have 3 3/4. So it's at 6 3/4. So it's just under 7 inches overall. So I think that is a really good size for a lot of people. And another thing they did was a fabulous hollow grind. So if I grab those calipers again, this kind of amazed me when I did these measurements earlier. So let me just zero that out. When I came up behind the edge here, 0.13. 0.13. 0.13. 0.14. So, I mean, I was measuring some of these at 0.12 to 0.13 most of the time. 0.09, 0.1? No way. Yeah, 12 thousandths on that one. 11 thousandths. So they are really thin. You know, obviously I don't have, whatever quality calipers here, 0.012. But if it's anywhere near there, like if you plus minus 3/10, you're still looking at 15 thousandths behind the edge. That's impressive on a $85 knife, essentially. This thing is super thin. It has a hollow grind to where, I don't know if you guys know how I talk about the Evo and stuff, where you can almost feel your other finger on the other side. It's like a brain trick. And that's how this feels. It's that freaking razor thin. I mean, it's incredible. Just, I don't know if I can. I mean, I can almost get the curly cues. I'm just shaving off. Look at that. That's crazy. So, see if I can zoom in and show you. Okay, hopefully you get the point, but we can see that hollow grind. I mean, it's just stupid. It really is. And if you look at the tip, you can see it, right? You can also see as it grind off a little bit. I don't know. Look how thin that is. It's freaking gnarly. So, I gotta say, I'm impressed with QSP on this one. So, let me just clean this up. Then I'll wrap this up. Because I feel like when I did the video earlier, obviously I was rushing, but at the same time, I mean, I didn't even get a chance to cut anything, and so I wanted to include this. I love the way the lynch clip looks on here. Fits perfectly. We are working on our own kind of wire clip replacement, so that could be a thing by the time this comes out, but I'll still always recommend lynch because I just, I like to support that. You do have a liner lock. You can see that here. And the more I've played with these, I mean, they're really, I was talking about lock bar access earlier. You can see there's plenty. I don't actually think it needs any more now that I just got used to it. We got a lot of oil. They definitely like their oil at the factory. I know why they do it. You know, they just want to keep things lubed up. And they don't use, like, super, you know, like, high-grade oil like we like to use. So, they use a lot of it. But I have 4 of these packed up already to go off to Colin. We ordered 8 this time, 2 of each. So, you know, hopefully we have enough to go around and pass around and you know, that kind of thing. If anybody's going to ask, you know, when they're going to be available and all that good stuff, we don't know. I mean, right now we have, like, how many projects do we have in the works? Like, we have the growlers just coming in. Like, hopefully next week it'll be coming in and be available by Christmas. The mash is going to be around the same time. I mean, it'll be like a month later maybe. Then we have to do the pre-order on the growler. We have the buzz that's going to come in at some point, hopefully in the next, you know, 3 months. So it's tough, but it is something I want to do. I think the minimum they gave us was like 800 pieces. So we'll see about that. Maybe we could always maybe chop one version and do 600 just to be safe. I feel like maybe one G10 version is probably enough. Maybe just do a blackout G10 version and then do the 2 in the blue micarta. Something like that. And maybe we can afford to, I got to look at our finances. Maybe we can afford to just place the order. And I talk to some dealers maybe and see if anybody's in, if they want to pick up some. I don't know if I want to do this one as a dealer thing, just because the Stout is kind of like our first model. It's kind of our baby. Kind of feels right to keep it in-house, but who knows? It's all very fluid, guys. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants a bit. At the same time, I do a lot of planning and a lot of, you know, stuff like that. Trying to check for detent lash. Yeah, none there and none on this one. These 2, I wouldn't call it lash. It's not like, it's hard to explain. I think it's just flex, so to speak. So yeah, they're all really good. I'm really happy with these. They crushed it, to be honest. Yeah, they really crushed these. And I think for $85-ish, I think it's a good value knife. You know, 14C, G10 or micarta, wire clip, sick choice. I mean, the ergos are phenomenal. I love the ergos on the Stout. This might be better, honestly. So, and that freaking grind is just gnarly. Love it. Okay, I'm going to shut up. More info coming on these. So stay tuned. I don't know if, you know, you'll see this on your favorite YouTube channel right away. It might be a little bit while we sort things out, but I don't know. I love you guys. I really appreciate all the support. Would love any feedback down in the comments. You know, the feedback helps. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to speak up, or I don't know what it is, or maybe they, you know, they just don't see anything. But you notice a lot of times where you get prototypes, you do all this stuff, and then you go to production, and then all of a sudden when the knife comes in, people are saying, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And it's like, well, why didn't you ask for it when we had the prototype? Because then I can do something about it. You know, like I'm thinking we're going to add jimping here. So let me know in the comments if you guys think that's a good idea. Is there anything else you see on here? Like, would you want a lanyard pin right here? I don't want to really put a hole in it, but I'll put a pin back here if enough people are interested in that. The jimping is an interesting idea. We're not going to do a flipper or a front flipper. It just doesn't go with this design. So, you know, I get why people want that, but probably not going to do that. Is there maybe a different finish you'd like to see? You know, something like that. We did try to do the denim micarta, but it's not stable enough to do scales this thin. We would have had to have made it way thicker, and we didn't want to do that. We actually had it that way originally, and then we changed it to this blue micarta and made it thinner, because that was the point. It was one of the biggest things that we took away from the stout, was that it needed to be thinner. So, anyway, thank you guys. I love you all, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Peace.